This is a map of the United States using 270 to win, where we're looking at every state which has voted for the same party every year since 1992, inclusive. So, as you can see, Biden starts with 196 electoral college votes, and Trump starts with 101. Now, if we look at Nate Silver's path to win, what we will first find is that, let me bring this over. 2020, let's go to national. We're going to see a lot of these states are actually considered to be very safe for Donald Trump. So if we start, we're going to shade in the obvious ones. Boop, 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 boop. That he basically has no chance of losing. Montana's not going to swing. Missouri's probably not going to swing. Which gives us a more accurate map. And then there are a few states that Biden is almost certainly going to win: Nevada, Colorado, New Mexico, and Virginia. And New Hampshire. And this gives us our first map, which I believe is... I don't think anything on this map is going to be wrong today, unless if we have a very unusual election. So now, if we look at the path to win from... We can look at both The Economist, and The Economist has a Economist prediction. There you go. Economist's predictions currently put Donald Trump at a 4% chance of winning, which is presidential forecast. Yeah, Trump currently has 182, Biden 356, which puts Trump at a 3%. Biden has a 97% chance of winning, according to The Economist. So that is a wide margin by far, meaning that it is very likely going to go to Biden. If we go to 538, which is more generous to Donald Trump, we can undo these. I have basically the same map here. He's showing us the probabilities. So if we start, let's start by looking at the polls. Currently, Biden has an 89% chance of victory, and this should load soon. Oh, there we go. My internet's being slightly slow right now. Hold on. Boopity boopity boop. Point being, even without shading any swing states, you can see that Biden has a very clear path to victory. Trump, less so. The easiest path to Biden would be to win Pennsylvania, and then he can win even Arizona, which will be 269. And if he wins Florida today, he just needs to win Pennsylvania or Michigan. Either one would do the job, and would put him over the 270 to win. That is a very good place for Joe Biden to be. If we look at the current polling data, here we go. The path to victory. So I shaded Nevada. Nevada is more likely to vote for Biden than Michigan. So according to this model, if I'm shading Nevada blue, which I believe I should, Michigan and Wisconsin should also be shaded. Florida is still swinging. Brings Biden up to 255 electoral college votes. So if we click on these, we see that Michigan, Biden is currently given a 95 and 100 chance of winning Michigan. And so every state that he's more likely to win than Michigan, we should shade as blue on our prediction map. If you look at the polls, Biden's winning by margins of over 10 points in multiple polls, including from Fox News. He's not winning by any margin less than 7, except this Atlantis Intel, which is a lower quality poll according to 538. So probably going to win Michigan and Wisconsin. Pennsylvania is the keystone state of this election, without a doubt. So, and there are very few polls putting Trump above. There are no polls putting Trump over 50% over the last election. I'm seeing there is not a single poll in Michigan which gives Trump over 50% of the vote in Michigan. So that's good to see. Next step is Pennsylvania. which is the next one on the path. And if we look at this, currently, Biden's given 84 in 100 chance, and Biden's winning all of the polls, not by as wide a margin as Trump, as he was in, oh man, there was one that came out yesterday where Trump was 1 point ahead, but that's an exception to the rule. Biden's winning almost every poll in Pennsylvania, and so that's good to see for Biden. And then finally, so that's what we're looking. The next thing we can look at is exit polls. Not exit polls, betting pools. Here we go. If we check Odds Checker, it will give us the odds that are currently done for every candidate. No, I don't want to do that. And you can see that Joe Biden's winning all markets by a pretty decisive victory. Okay, Betfred, yeah, he's winning every market right now. Even as much as 2 on Matchbook for Trump. So if you look at that, he's not doing well at all. If we look at Google Trends, we can see who people are searching for. Let's look at Donald Trump. And let's look at Joe Biden. Who's getting more search volume on Google? Donald Trump is currently getting more than Joe Biden in every state, but he is the incumbent, so I wouldn't put too much weight on this. And if you look at that, it's yeah, that's not terribly surprising. Point being, I think it's highly likely that Trump is going to lose. Biden's likely going to win. Like, he's even getting 50% of the forecasted vote share in Florida. If he pulls Florida, he's winning. If these Wisconsin and Michigan do go to Biden, the only way Trump will need another 107 electoral college votes. He would have to pull Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Iowa, and Arizona. New Hampshire's going to Biden. Oh wait, no, Biden's already at 270. Okay, so yeah, if Biden pulls and that's the other thing that people need to remember, is if Biden ends up pulling, if Biden wins Wisconsin and Michigan, he's at 259. He's 11 more votes. Which means that Trump has to win every other swing state. He could lose Iowa, but he's likely going to win Iowa. Meaning he has to win every other swing state besides Wisconsin and Michigan in order to win. If he wins Wisconsin and Michigan and Biden picks up Florida and Pennsylvania, Biden wins. If he picks up Florida and Arizona, Biden wins. Florida and any state but Iowa, Biden wins. But he's going to win Wisconsin. He's going to win Michigan. The probability of him losing, there's a much wider vote spread. Nate Silver's been very clear about this. It will be the biggest polling error in American history. I don't see that happening. So yeah, it looks pretty likely that Joe Biden is going to win today.